Hi, this is Naomi Bennett with Learn Astrology Now. This is for the week of November 7th, 2010. Last week, the week that started October 31st, only had about 3 events that were worth really mentioning. We had additional volcanic activity in Indonesia. It's still going off, and there's more loss of life. It may stay active for quite a while. It doesn't look like it's slowing down at all, and they had to move more people further away from the center of the volcano. And then there were 3 cargo bombs that were identified in Yemen, and more terrorist activities, but it was well prevented. So a bit of a scare, but nothing of any real intensity. And then the U.S. elections occurred last Tuesday, of which they thought the Republicans would win. They did take over the House, but not the Senate. So it was not a sweeping success, but it was a turnover of power to some degree. And despite the rhetoric that has been going on in various news reports, it seems to be more of a referendum on the fact that the government hasn't done anything about stopping the unemployment rate. In other words, we've been saving big business, but not the small taxpayer. All the burdens going on the taxpayer, and so the voters have been in retaliation to that. So I don't think it was so much that it was a great referendum for Republicans as it was to kick the bums out and to try and send a message back into Washington. Be sure and listen to the podcast that's going to happen at the end of November, because 6 weeks in all of December, starting the whole month of December into the first 2 weeks of January, will be a very important time of the year. And so we will be doing a broadcast covering the entire 6 weeks before it starts, and then we'll go on to our regular weekly broadcasts. But be conservative with your financial investments, because I think that those 6 weeks will be very rocky and of high risk. So with this, we will go on to the chart of the week, and we wish you the best of weeks. I think that November overall is a fairly quiet period of time. Hello, this is Naomi Bennett with Learn Astrology Now for the week of November 7th, 2010. On Sunday the 7th, we start with the Moon conjunct Mars in Sagittarius. So this is a cycle high for Sagittarians for Sunday and Monday, and it is a cycle low for Geminis on Sunday and Monday. I would say it's a passionate day with intense feelings, that with Mercury square Neptune this week, that there's still some miscommunications and misunderstanding, but with Mercury trine Jupiter and Uranus, that it is still an excellent time for new inventions and creativity with technology. Then on Monday, the Moon is still in Sagittarius, but it becomes square the Jupiter-Uranus. So there can be a little bit of difficulties with money, with technology and in those investments, but the Mercury aspects squaring Neptune and trining the Jupiter-Uranus are starting to separate at 3 degrees. Venus had been trine Neptune, but it's separating at 4 degrees. So the better aspects for speculation and for creativity in the arts is starting to fade. On Tuesday, the 9th, the Moon has moved into Capricorn for Tuesday, Wednesday, and most of Thursday. So that means that Capricorns are in their cycle high and Cancers in their cycle low. I consider Tuesday to be a powerful day because the Moon is conjunct Pluto, the lunar node, and square the Jupiter-Uranus. So we're likely to see a bit of bad news. I don't think it will favor war elements, and it would certainly be more than likely a negative day for speculation. And then on Wednesday, another power day, because then the Moon becomes square with Saturn. So there can be some real limits with money, some congestion, some difficulties that have to be overcome that day. And then the Sun is at 18 degrees Scorpio, which is also conjunct the heliocentric node of Mars. So we have intensity. It's a good business day with technology and with advances in science, but still a poor money day, difficulties with governments and stalemates. So, for example, Israel and Palestine are supposed to be negotiating with the Secretary of State Hillary. Nothing will come of it this week, and it looks like there were bad news today on Monday. On the 11th, we still have the moon in Capricorn, and the sun is still conjunct the node of Mars and going to the square of Neptune. So there can be some levels of deception. It's a very intense day with drug companies, and it's still an excellent day for technology and for advances in science. Then on Friday the 12th, the moon moves into Aquarius for Friday and Saturday, so it's a cycle high for Aquarians but a cycle low for Leo. The moon is trine Saturn on Friday, so there can be some progress for corporations, for big business, but the sun is also square Neptune. More difficulties with some with drug companies, with oil and with gas, and anything that's underground that can be hidden. We have had some review of BP this week, and they're basically doing a whitewash for it, so nothing will come of that. And again, it's still a good day with the sun trine the Jupiter and Uranus. Excellent for technology and science. On Saturday, the moon is still in Aquarius. This time it's conjunct Neptune, so it would not be a good time to be gambling with your money on creativity or the arts. It is also the first quarter of the moon, so I would be much more cautious on a Saturday. And then the sun is still coming to the trine of Jupiter Uranus. Still a great day for science, technology, and advancements with future capabilities. So the rest of the week looks relatively good. We still have a calm in most of November because the storm will start in December. So I wish you the best for all of you, and think twice before you act. Remember that in astrology you have choice. So if you act under good aspects, you'll magnify the good. If you act under the negative aspects, you'll magnify the negative. Signing out.